Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today is the 1st of April, well it will be when you're watching this, and it's the day to release the Fairy Dust card making kit by Dawn of ShinySilvertreasures. Now I did show a bit of this as a sneak peek, and I'm just having a play with some of the elements. So amongst the things that we get is the fussy cutting sheets, the 7 fussy cutting sheets. So I've actually gone ahead and cut out all the flowers. So they're all here, plus I've got a few here on my desk. We've got this beautiful stamp set. I don't think I showed this. So it's your birthday. We've got 2 fairies, watering can, some stars, little snail, fairy dawn, mushrooms, dandelion clock. Make a wish, sending love, believe in the magic, and hoping your day is full of sparkle. So we've got that. Then we've got all these embellishments. Look at this. So we've got these gorgeous purple, and there's a rogue blue one there. These lovely flat back pearls. We've got some pink ribbon. We've got these sprinkles that will make a lovely shaker card. Got these lovely drusies. These lovely flowers here, some leaf trim, some stickers of flowers, and we've got some stickers with thank you and suns and rainbows on. And what else have we got? We've got these gorgeous flowers as well. Got a sheet of sentiments, or at least words. We've got wooden fairy, we've got some lace and other trim, got some paper flowers, we've got these 2 sets of charms. So we've got wings, of course there. So we've got wings, and we've got the fairy here inside a moon. And so we've got a wooden fairy door. We've got this lovely bag of ephemera as well. And we've got this die that cuts out the fairy, as well as all the lovely papers. So anyway, I've decided that I wanted to make a box card, pop-up card. So I've made a start. I'm just going to put back in my bag everything that, and it all comes in this lovely strong bag. Keep everything safe together. Right, okay, so I've already gone ahead and done the base. So I chose to use this paper. Originally I was going to use some of this paper as a decoration. When I put them on the box, I thought it was a little bit too heavy. So here I've got the base of my pop-up card, and let's see, if I put that there, I just felt it was too ornate, let's say. So I've gone down a different tack. Okay, so we'll come back and use these papers at another moment. So as I said, I've made the base and we're going to decorate it together. Now, if you're not familiar with this type of card, they are very easy to make, although they look spectacular and they look quite complicated. So what I did was I had a piece of card which was 6 inches by 11, and I scored along the 11-inch side at 2.5, 5, 7.5 and 10. So that left me with a 1-inch overlap for gluing the structure together. And then you want to, on the 6-inch side, I scored it at 2 inches. So this is 2, and this is, or was it 2.5? Must be 2.5. Just let me have a look. I scored it at 2.5 inches. Yeah. So I've got a 3.5 section and a 2.5 section. And when you score that side, just pretend that this is the piece of card, okay, and we've scored down here. So on this side, you want to leave one one bit without scoring. So just 3, and then this, or you could do it this way round and have the score with the bit that folds, you know, you're going to glue it together, and then the next one, and then just score along the other 3. Okay, so I don't know if you can visualize this. I put it together just so that this video wouldn't be so long, basically. So basically we've got, I don't want to use this piece of paper really, but anyway, well, I'll use it. So we've got something like this, okay? 1, 2, 3, and 3. So we've got something like that, okay? And then so this is the 2.5 and this is the 3.5. You want to cut and here and here and there, and you want to cut off that bit. Okay, so you want to cut down here, cut down here, cut down there, and cut that bit away. Okay, so so that you end up with a shape that you can make into this, okay, square box. If you like, I haven't explained it very well, we could come on at another moment and I'll show you how to make these from scratch. Okay, so then I put some mats along the outside of the three sides, not this one, because this is where you sign your card. Okay, and I've put mats here. So these mats are 2.25 by 3.25, and these ones are 2.25 squared, and then this one is 2.25 by 4, because you don't want to be able to see the white on the inside of this one. Okay, and then you can see I put 2 little bridges here, so just as little strips of paper across. I've put 2 in there, and you know, you can put them as close to each other as you like or as far apart as you like. You can have 2, you can have 1, you can have 3. It's up to you how much you want to make your box explode, in a sense. And it will fold up into, this one will fold up into a 6 by 5, so 6-inch square envelope will be fine. Okay, so let me show you what I thought of doing. So I've taken this stamp here and I've colored it in 3 different ways, and I've fussy cut it out, and I want to put them on here. So that's what I want to decorate my base with. So we'll do that together. You can just use beautiful paper to decorate your base. I have seen them just left white. It's entirely up to you how you decorate the card, but this is the way I'm doing it, and this is going to be for somebody who I live with who's going to be 85 at the end of April. So I wanted to make a special card for her, so I hope she's going to like it. Right, okay, so I'm just going to stick it kind of like more or less, or shall I stick it? No, I'm going to stick it right at the bottom, because this flap comes down and you actually you don't see much of the base actually, but anyway, it's there. And you will see it when the card is closed. So I wanted to do that. So, and when you put the little bits in the middle, for me that's the most fiddliest part of making the card. But you do want to make sure that when you fold the card, it folds flat. Okay, I have in the past had these things in the middle, and the card hasn't folded flat because this has been too big or it's been too small, one or the other. Okay, right, so now I want to decorate this back bit. Now for this isn't part of the kit, but I've picked out this balloon die that I've got, and there's happy birthday, and I want to stick that on there. like so. So we'll go ahead and do that. My glue is running out. Oh, please don't run out before the end of this video. Oh, there we go. I haven't crafted for a few days, so I think that's why it's like that. Okay, so that's going to go over the edge like that. That's fine. I don't mind that happening. You do just need to keep checking that nothing's going to get in the way when you put it all together. So okay, so I'm just doing the happy birthday. This was just a die that I've got, and I can see that there's a bit here that hasn't popped out, one of the P's, so I'll just get that out. Right, okay. I'm just going to stick that across there, like so. I might put her name here. There's enough spaces. Now for these bits, I've chosen to use some of the flowers, and my thoughts were to do something along this line. So put a flower, just a little bunch of flowers, something like this on each panel. And I think, yeah, I've got one of the biggest roses and two smaller ones. So the bigger one is going in the middle. But again, you don't have to decorate it like this. It's totally up to you how you decorate your card. But she loves roses and the garden and flowers. Not that she loves gardening, but she loves the flowers and things. So I thought it would be nice to give her a pretty floral card on her special day. She keeps telling us how old she's going to be. So I think it must mean a lot to her. Right, so that's that one. And then for this one, stick this down. So I've got I chose some of the fairly small flowers. Obviously there are some quite big flowers in this collection, but rather than just plonk a big one on here, I thought it would be nice just to have a little bouquet kind of thing. And the collection of each one is different. Right, okay, so got one going that way, one going that way. I want this one to go this way as well. And so in a way, the two sides are a bit similar because I've got the same flowers in different sizes. Okay, so that's that done. And now for the interesting bit. For this bit, you need to get some acetate strips, okay? And I'm going to use some double-sided sellotape or some foam tape, whichever I pick up first. Okay, so my acetate strips, I just want to put this plug in here. My acetate strips are, they're about 1/2 inch wide or centimetre wide, and they're about, I don't know, 2.5 inches, I suppose, because we're going to stick them on these elements that I've put inside. You don't want them too long and you don't want them too thick. Okay, and I've got here a selection of flowers. So I'm going to see what we've got. I've got 5 of these because I thought maybe 3 at the back and 2 at the front. So let me show you what I mean. So I'm going to stick, for example, this flower on here, and then I will stick it at an angle, maybe, so that it shows, you know, it's sort of hanging out the box or it's upright, however you want to do it. Okay, so I'm going to put the bigger elements at the back. So first of all, I'm going to stick the flower to the double-sided tape, to the acetate. I'm using double-sided tape. You can use glue. Obviously it takes a bit longer to take, to, you know, so, you know, it's quite easy, and you use the acetate because it doesn't show. Okay, so that's that one. So for the back, I want to have sort of like 3 big elements, or 3 bigger elements, let's say. So just stick this one on. This is supposed to be finger lift tape, and maybe it's old, so it's not. There we are. Okay, and I'm just going to stick that there, like so. So basically, I'm going to have. I think I'm going to have 3 at the back. It's not very easy to show you what I'm doing, but anyway, I hope you'll get the gist of it. And for the third flower, what shall I choose? I think I'm liking this one, so I'll put this one. So I've got here the kind of the medium sized and the small size flowers. Okay. Right. Okay. Now you want to make sure that there's nothing sticky poking out, because obviously when you close your box, it will stick, and you don't want that to happen. Okay, so now I'm just going to put a little bit of double-sided tape on the back of my acetate. You can either stick the acetate to the front or to the back of the, I'm going to call it a strut that goes across the back. Okay, that's totally up to you, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it on the back of my acetate, and maybe one on the front, so I can show you what I mean. Okay, so I'll pop that there. So if it's on the front of your acetate strip, okay, you're going to glue it to the back of that strut. Okay, I want to glue it slightly at an angle, because I don't want the happy birthday to be totally covered. And now I've got one that's on the back of my acetate strip, so just fold those bits that are over. So that is going to go on the front of my strip. So you see I've got one at the back and one at the front, and then this one yes, okay, this one is on the back, so this will go on the front of this strut as well. Okay, oops, it moved. So doesn't matter, just take that off and start again, it's not a problem. And I think I might stick it to the, no, I can't stick it to the other side. I might be able to, I think I'm going to cut a little bit off this. Right. Okay, just stick it to the back. So not all your acetate pieces have to be the same length either, because obviously the different lengths give you different dimension. Okay, right, so that's what we've got so far, and now I'm going to stick some to this one. I've got 2 here, And which one shall I use? Okay, I've got this lovely purpley one, which I think is nice. Actually, I'm going to just cut a slither off this acetate because it's got I cut it with my scissors, some scissors which seem to have left a sharp edge, which I don't really want that to be there. Right, okay, so shall we put maybe 2 together? That would be all right. Nothing to stop us doing that. So I'm going to stick half of that, and then I'm going to stick that like so. Oops. And then this will go inside. Okay, so still check that you can close your box, which I can. So a little bit of this on the here. I have to say it is a little bit fiddly doing the acetate. Okay, and the front ones really should be shorter than the back ones. We'll leave that bit for another moment, because of course you don't want the front ones to get in the way of the back ones. You know, it's just like making a vase of flowers, really, isn't it? Okay, so I'm going to stick this here. I might just stick this one there. Okay, so now I've got, needs to come up a bit. So now I've got this, liking that, and then a piece of acetate. No, where's it gone? Problem with acetate is it is clear. So where's it gone? It doesn't matter, I've got more. I can cut. I can find it. I thought I was so organized to have everything ready. Oh, here it is, found it. Okay, so this piece, I might put, oh, look at this lovely lily. I like that lily. And I want to put some greenery in. So I've got some some leaves. So I might just stick this leaf with this flower. Let's see what that looks like. Yeah, I think that will work. Okay, so stick this down like so, and stick this like so, and then stick that to this one, or okay, I'll stick this to that. Okay, so this is a lovely kit that Dawn has put together. As I said, it's being released today on her website. You may have been trying to get on her website recently, but it was closed due to refurbishment of her studio. So now there shouldn't be any problems getting products, because the website was opening today, and you know, there are lots of lovely things there, and still some good bargains. She had to reduce things, and there we have it. So right, so I want to add a bit more greenery, but I can just do that by gluing my pieces to what's already existing. I don't need to use more double-sided tape. I can just use a little bit of glue, and it will come out. Okay, so like so. So just glued it to the back of that. And another thing you can do if you want is just to put some acetate here and stick. So you can actually stick some smaller things to the front if you want to. But I don't think I want to do that. I think what I've got is okay. I'm just a bit sad that my happy birthday isn't showing very well. So a lesson to be learned there is leave the decoration of the back bit until you've done the front bit, I would say. Now let's see, we can put some more greenery in. Maybe this one. Come on, glue. Yeah. There we go. So, just pop it here like so, and another leaf coming out of here, and another one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so there we have it. So that is my pop-up box. I think it's turned out really nicely, apart from the fact that, as I said, that the happy birthday isn't visible. Just put all these beautiful flowers back in there. I found the other piece of acetate on the floor, of course. Right, okay. So there we have it. So, as I said, if you want me to show you how to make these from scratch, I will do so. Just leave a comment in the comments box. But I hope you liked what I've done. This could be higher, and then this could be, you know, would have needed to be a little bit higher as well. So yeah, but you learn. It's a long time since I've done one of these, so so you learn by your mistakes. Anyway, thank you for watching. Do go over and see what all the other design team members are going to be making with this lovely kit, and I'll be back next Tuesday with another project. Tuesday we've got a different system this time, and so every week on a different day of the week somebody has you know, is in charge of putting up a video. So my day is Tuesdays, so I'll be back next Tuesday to play with this kit a bit further. But in the meantime, take care, have a lovely day, and I'll see you all again soon. Bye for now.